All right, let me take you on a tour of my new garden, which is a far cry, that's the kitchen just there, which is a far cry from my inner city courtyard. That was just tiles. So right now we're just walking along the side of the house, and here we come out to the front garden. So it is a garden that's already been set up on permaculture principles. So you'll see there's no lawn, and there's just a series of dirt paths that lead you around the garden to the different gardens. So I haven't had the chance to do too much exploring yet, but there are a few things that I wanted to show you. So we'll start here with these bushes. I remember we had lots of this bush in Queensland. You should look up what it is. It was just grew everywhere in Queensland too. Now this on the garden path, I'm not sure what it is. I think this is some kind of savoury, a winter savoury perhaps, because when you smell it, it just smells so beautiful. It's definitely a herb. There's no doubt that is a herb, and I think it's a savoury. If any of you know what this herb is, I'll get right up close to it. If you know what that is, please leave me a comment and let me know. And if it is a herb, what can I do with it? Okay, look at the little wombat. How cute. Can you see him? Hello, Mr. Wombat. So lots of succulents, as you can see, because it's very dry in Tasmania. So succulents will just keep going and going without a lot of water. So here we are. This is, I've been told this is an avocado tree, which I'm really hoping it is. Look at that. Can you imagine just coming out of your front door and just picking avocados for your lunch? I am really looking forward to that. So here we have ferns. This is obviously a aided and probably quite damp part of the garden, so they've planted ferns in here. I think these are camellias. I hope so. So through here, now let me show you. See that vine that's growing along the front fence there? That is actually a thornless blackberry. So in the summertime, we'll just come out the front door and go blackberry picking and just eat fresh blackberries on our breakfast and make blackberry jam. Hopefully there'll be enough for blackberry jam. Down here in this tub is blueberries. Loads and loads of blueberries. I can't tell you how much I love blueberries. So another yummy berry. And then we have some flowers. Very pretty. Calendula. Look at that. Amazing. Hello, calendula. I love you. So, come down this way. So have you noticed all of the paths? They're just like a kind of mulch. There's Bruno. Hey Bruno, say hi. He's loving it out of here. After years of living just, having to go out for walks 3 or 4 times a day, he's now loving just sleeping in the garden. Okay, so here's what I'm really excited about. This is, let me come back here to show you the whole thing. The veggie garden, look at that. And they've already planted it out, which is good because winter is coming, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to be gardening a lot in winter because I've just come out of Queensland. It's the tropics. It's cold here. So let me show you what's here. I'll give myself a break over the few months of winter and then get back into it in spring. So here we have carrots. Here are some potatoes. I'm interested to see what sort of potatoes they are. I'll have to send the owners a message because in Tassie we have so many different kinds of potatoes. All of them are a treat. So in the back there, I don't know if you can see it, it's quite sunny, that's mint. And we have some Russian kale. Lots of kale. Kale needs a good frost to bring out its flavour, to make it sweeter. And we certainly have had enough frosts already. So this is spinach, which I love. Just eat spinach like there's no tomorrow. And then some more potatoes through here. And this is broccoli. Look, tiny little heads of broccoli. How amazing. I don't think I've ever actually grown broccoli. It's way too hot in Queensland, so I'm really excited about picking my own broccoli. And then here is another thing. I don't know what this is either, but look. There looks like little broccoli heads on here too. Let me show you. Here. It looks like broccoli, doesn't it? If I am completely off and you know what that is with its pretty yellow flowers, please let me know. Here we have some mint. Look at that. There's actually, along this fence, there's mint growing on the outside of the fence and blackberries. There's more blackberries there. You can see that just over the fence. And I just love the idea of having enough produce that it's out on the street for people to take as well. Here we have some more kale. This is my favourite kind of kale. These leaves here, they are too big now. There's not a lot you can do with them, but these little ones, yum. I'll show you some recipes. This is an onion, no doubt. Is it an onion or is it a leek? It's a leek. It's a leek. Okay, fantastic. And then so many peas. So many peas. Let me see. I thought I saw some, yes, little baby peas growing there. How good. So good. These here are raspberry canes. The raspberries we are going to eat in the summertime. Now I'm just going to pan up a little bit. That just over, can you see? There we go. Just over there. Oh, now it's all out of focus, but just there is Mount Wellington. And I'll show you a better view. We have a better view of the mountain, but Hobart sits at the very base of that mountain, and the mountain protects us from all the weather. On the other side of the mountain, I mean, the wind blows a gale and there's snow and it's quite intense. So we are nestled under that mountain and it saves us from the weather. Now this flower is one of my favourites and I haven't seen it since I left Hobart. This is a leucadendron. I want to say that it's a local flower, but it's not. I don't believe it is. Oh look, Bruno's found something to eat here. Some sort of grass that's good for puppies, obviously. Don't you love how animals instinctively know what their bodies need? So, I was saying leucadendron, I think it's South African. We do share a lot of the same flowers here in Tassie. Also, as a lot of the same flowers as South Africa because the climate is quite similar. And then here there's just a whole bunch of ivies, which we would grow indoors in Queensland. And I'm thinking I'm going to take a cutting and I'm going to have a luscious indoor ivy plant. So there you go. Over here we have what looks like a little lettuce and a whole bunch of baby nasturtiums. There's lots of nasturtiums spread out throughout the garden, and that over there is hydrangea, which I'm also really looking forward to around Christmas time. Hydrangea blooms are so showy, aren't they? I'm really looking forward to picking them. So I probably could have picked a better time to take you through the garden, because this feels like peak hour. There's never this many cars here. But it's a fuchsia. It's a fuchsia tree. Look at that. What a delight this garden is. I'm looking forward to doing a bit of weeding, definitely from picking from this beautiful garden, and getting to know what's here. And then when spring hits, spending more time out here and you know, planting a few of my own things as well. Like I see some little pockets that I can get into, and I'm going to do a lot of pot gardening as well. Here's some more nasturtiums. I have to focus on keeping them under control, because the nasturtium can just go crazy in the right conditions. Look, I've just spotted a chili. Fantastic. Very nice. It's like a garden of discovery. I'm loving it. The one thing that is missing is herbs. There are not enough herbs in this garden, and that is something that I'm going to have to rectify. All right, so there is the front yard. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've got a lot of adventuring in this garden to do together.